Okay, everybody, how you doing? We got some Call of Duty Ghosts here. This is on the Dome remake map, which is quite confusing for me because I've never really played this one. I think I played it once and I kind of dropped in at the end of a game. But I'm not really playing much Call of Duty Ghosts at the moment. I'm certainly not playing much Call of Duty full stop, which I will talk about in a minute. I briefly skimmed over this one in a Battlefield 4 commentary, and I knew there'd be some people wondering what's going on and why. But yeah, I've been kind of laid off the Call of Duty, but my I had the house to myself. I had a bit of me time, and yeah, my wife went round a friend's house and she said, "Oh, we're going round our friends. We're going to have a few glasses of wine and have a girly chat." And I thought, okay, that's cool. Now, realistically, when a woman says to you she's going round a friend's house, they're going to have a girly chat. That's pretty much what happens. You know, there's nothing different there. They just go, they buy a couple of bottles of wine, they cook some food, whatever, and they sit around and eat and talk and slag us men off and talk about what pieces of shit they are. However, not in my mind. That's not what happens. You see, in my mind, what happens is they're sitting round, they've eaten their food, they're having a couple of glasses of wine, and all of a sudden one of the friends will, like, grab her bottle and she'll say, "Hey, can I refill your glass?" And she'll lean over and she'll pour a glass for one of the other girls, or maybe my wife even, who knows. And as she leans over and pours it, her neck is right in the line of sight of my wife, in fact practically next to her face. And as she's pouring it, she says, "Oh, what is that fragrance you're wearing? It smells divine." And she'll say, "Oh, it's a Coco Chanel." She goes, "Wow, it's beautiful. Let me have another smell." Now she goes to smell it. The friend turns around to tell her something, and they nudge noses, kind of their lips just pass each other, and they go, "Oh," and they get all giggly and girly, and they're all a bit drunk. And one of the other girls eggs them on and says, "Oh, you're a lesbian. Look at these lesbians. Go on, have a kiss. Go on, just for dares, just for shits and giggles." So they do obligingly. They're drunk and they start having a little peck and a kiss, and they're all getting clapped and cheered. And then they encourage the other girls to do the same, and they do. They oblige willingly, and they start kissing each other, and, hands are wandering and everything else. And then before you know it, they're just all group kissing. And the night generally ends in a bunch of ladies in their pink flowery pyjamas, bouncing up and down on the bed in slow motion, giggling, having a pillow fight, with pillows bursting and feathers flying everywhere, randomly. Yeah, is that what happens? No, I don't think it is it? But in my mind, that's what happens, so I like to keep it that way. Don't burst my bubble, for fuck's sake. So yeah, completely went way off the mark there. So I decided to play some Call of Duty because Battlefield 4 has been strong within me. My young pathway. So I've been playing Battlefield 4 and really enjoying it. My rage has been reduced by about 90%. Still get pissed off with it. There's still a few things that need really sorting out, but I think on the whole that game could just be insane, immense, an immense amount of fun, which it is fun anyway. But I decided to play some Call of Duty. It's been a while, and I thought I'd better push the boat out and get some gameplays and upload a few gameplays because people still like to see ghosts. And I dropped in this game. Now, about 4 hours before this, I'd been watching a MarkOfJ stream. Now, MarkOfJ is a beast, I like to think I'm a good player. Up against somebody like the MarkOfJ, I don't know. I really don't know. You've got to take your hat off to somebody and say, that is a good player. That is somebody who, all these paid professionals who play in all these tournaments, would they be able to handle somebody like the MarkOfJ? I really almost don't think so. I know there's a lot of people who support the MLG and say that the MLG are the be-all and end-all of everything. With me, I've seen some of these players and I just don't think they're that good. I don't know how they managed to sort of make the grade to be a professional player. But, the only thing I will say for a lot of Pubstompers, and not people like the MarkOfJ, because if you ever watch his streams and you watch his gameplays, he always plays the OBJ all the time. If it's kill confirmed, he'll collect the tags. He'll go around and collect as many tags as possible. The kind of Pubstompers that I don't like are the Pubstompers who run a load of support slaves with them just to throw up UAVs, and they just go out to get kills and nuclears. Those are the kind of Pubstompers that are just fucking trash, and I've got no time for them. And I think they give, regular Pubstompers, which I suppose is what I'd like to think I am, somebody who can go into a normal lobby and probably, I don't know, people say you're pawning noobs, they're nothing but noobs. Sometimes it's not the case. Sometimes you're playing against, pretty good standard players. Sometimes you're playing against clans and making them rage quit. So it's not always about people just being complete scrubs. But I think those kind of Pubstompers give us all a bit of a shitty name, and that's what annoys me. And I used to be subscribed to these guys, and then eventually the bubble burst, and I just found myself stopping watching them. But I just wanted to quickly talk about Call of Duty. I am really finding, you know, I know a lot of people are saying, why are you playing Ghosts? Listen, at the end of the day, if you're going to get bullshitted on, you may as well get bullshitted on by a current title. Modern Warfare 2, which has been my early love from beginning to end, has now, realistically, it's eventually died for me. I almost find that I can't even put the game in without, you know, raging. I find myself that I take it so the rage ensues and I throw things around the room and I fall out with myself and I feel like my blood pressure's going through the roof, and I don't need that. You know, I don't need that. I'm 37. I don't need to be having a heart attack with a controller in my hand, stooped over with a game of Call of Duty in the background. People say, oh my god, well, at least he died. At least he died doing what he loves. And it's like, if only you fucking knew. So, you know, when you get to that point and you do rage and people say, I don't know why you played this game, eventually you have to listen and say, well, I'm going to kind of stop. You know, I'm not going to say never. I've still got a lot of gameplays on my hard drive of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which I will, you know, post somewhere down the line because it still has a big fan base. But I'm sorry, I'm not hating on, you know, certain elements of people, but I can't get quickscoped anymore. I can't do it. Not in the sense of it, the way it happens in Modern Warfare 2. And free-for-all is my one love. You know, I love team deathmatch, I like domination, but free-for-all is where it's always been at for me because I like the intensity of it. Now it's almost to the point where you can't even fucking sound whore because of the sound of that intervention, which sounds like paper tearing, and there's about 60 of them going off every 5 seconds, or Barrett 50 cals like bang, 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 bang. I can't do it, you know, it's just, I'm sorry about my sound effect quality, but it's like, it's just constant, and you're thinking, fucking hell, I can't hear if anybody's sneaking up on me without Ninja. So I don't know, I don't like it. It's really died for me now. I've had a good run, we've had a good relationship, but it's time to hand over the divorce papers and say, let's just be friends. So I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, guys. Apocalypse done.